everybody, I'm Steve Kenyon for Next Gen Rodeo Logistics, and we've got a chance to bring you up to date on what happened at a big-time event, the Lazy E Arena in Guthrie, Oklahoma, July 25th through 29th, the Cinch World Championship Junior Rodeo, presented by Montana Silversmiths. This year, over $400,000 paid out. 860 contestants entered from California to South Carolina and every place in between. 228 cowboys and cowgirls from Texas showed up at the Lazy E. 115 from Oklahoma to compete at the Cinch World Championship Junior Rodeo presented by Montana Silversmiths. Let's talk about some of the things that happened this year that were unique. 5 new disciplines were up for nomination. Rough stock disciplines, bareback riding, saddle bronc riding, and bull riding in the junior classes were open for nominations, along with ladies goat tying and ladies pole bending in both the youth and junior divisions. It's a brand new program as they combined the WCRA Youth Division and the World Championship Junior Rodeo. World Championship merged into one. That's part of the reason for all the contestants that showed up. And these cowboys and cowgirls, these teenagers, these kids, given a unique opportunity to find out what life is like when they move on to the next level in rodeo. For example, involving fans by encouraging athletes to be mic'd up through their process of taping up and chatting with friends and walking through their pregame process, giving youth athletes the opportunity for media shoots and being mic'd up, communicating with rodeo fans. Really a great opportunity. They paid out over $316,000 in the junior division. Let's take a look at some of the top performers. Let's talk about your junior champions. In the pole bending, it came down to a shootout. Amy Ort from Texas, Merrick Moyer, Woodward, Oklahoma, Cassidy Evans, Fort Supply, Oklahoma. Evans, as you watch her going to work on the pattern right here with this beautiful smooth run, nice end pole. She turned in the fastest time on the final run of the rodeo to win the title. Stop the clock right here as you see it in a time of 19.704. Saddle bronc riding at the Cinch World Championship Junior Rodeo. Cooper Lane from Keller, Texas, on a horse called Mortal Sun. Right here, this is a 79-point ride for Cooper Lane in what was a very good final round of saddle bronc riding. Cooper Lane finishes a half a point better than Jay Stout with a 78.5. Stout's from Decatur, Texas. Cooper Lane ends up with the event win with this 79-point ride. Bull riding, how about John Crimber, the two-time national high school champion, son of the PBR star Paulo Crimber. He won the junior bull riding event championship title, and he set a record doing it. A monstrous 90.5-point ride. That's a Cinch World Championship Junior Rodeo arena record at the Lazy E Arena. You're looking at it right here. John Crimber walks away as the event champion at the Cinch World Championship Junior Rodeo. There was a first in the bull riding at the Cinch World Championship Junior Rodeo. Hudson Bolton from Tennessee, originally disqualified on time. A time of 7.5 is what they originally announced. He successfully challenged it. Turned out he rode that bull for 8.5 seconds. That got him into the championship round. He made an 80.5-point ride in the championship round. That is the first successful challenge of that kind at the Cinch World Championship Junior Rodeo. Steer wrestling, let's talk about Jake Shelton from the little North Texas town of Crum, Texas. He's going to turn on a fast run right here, a time of 4.27. That's worth more than $2,800 as Jake Shelton walks away as the steer wrestling event champion. Bareback riding, Cashton Ford, Sturgis, South Dakota, made an 84-point ride on his final horse, a half-point better than the eventual world champion Rhett Robbins, who was 83.5 in the championship round. Ford won more than $1,500 as he walked away the event champion. Junior breakaway roping. Let's talk about Kirsten Freeman from Cooper, Texas. You saw the time to beat there at 2.9. How about a 2.22? The very last breakaway roper to compete. Freeman came in fourth in the championship round. That 2.2 put her first in the pack, solidified both the world and event title in the junior breakaway. Tie-down roping, let's take a look at the fastest time of the weekend. Cayenne Wilhite, Clovis, New Mexico. Time to beat was a 7.10. Wilhite wins the championship round, a time of 6.71. That helped him win the world title and ended up being the fastest time of the weekend for Cayenne Wilhite. Watch it one more time. Time to beat, 7.10. Smooth is fast. Cayenne Wilhite from Clovis, New Mexico. There's the flank, there's the string, there's the time. He's done in a time of 6.71. Barrel race McKinley Pascal from Nome, Texas, had a very good weekend. She won 2 titles, the Junior Girls All-Around title, worth more than $7,200. As you watch her working on the barrel course right here, take a look at the clock as she turns the third barrel and now heads to the finish line in the big arena at the Lazy E, stopping the clock in a time of 16.847. That was good enough to win McKinley Pascal the Junior Barrel Racing title, $5,388. Junior goat tying finals. This is Riley Abel from Hobbs, New Mexico. Riding the stirrups, sprint down to the goat, flank and tie. Look at this quick time. A 6.59 for Riley Grace Abel from New Mexico. That wins her the junior goat tying finals. Riley Abel walked out of town with $3,136. This year, a record-setting year at the Cinch World Championship Junior Rodeo. The junior division paid over $316,000, $407,200 overall, paid out at the Lazy E Arena, July 25th through 29th. WCRA Youth Division Champions. Let's start with the goat tying. This is Allie Autry, 15 years old from Abilene, Texas, riding a horse called Freak. She needed to be a 6.49 on this run. Watch those fast hands. Stops the clock in a time of 6.25 to win the title in the WCRA Youth Division. Watch it one more time. Allie Autry, look at her ride that stirrup, get to that goat in a time of 6.25. She wins both the Youth Division goat tying and the all-around title. The WCRA Youth Division pole bending, Arena Haugen from Sturgis, South Dakota. Her mom and dad, both really talented rodeo athletes, both of them Badlands Circuit Finals rodeo qualifiers, comes from a ranching family out of South Dakota. Look at how smooth this is. Pole bending, all about rhythm and timing. And as she turns that in pole, it's time now to just hit the speed, find the gas, stop the clock, and she does. Look at the time. A time of 19.813. That's fast enough to win the title in the WCRA Youth Division pole bending. So now let's turn our attention to the tie-down roping. This is Bodie Lambert. Bodie is from Wiggins, Colorado. Mom, Laura Lambert, Mountain State Circuit Finals rodeo qualifier in the barrel racing. Grandfather, a pretty good tie-down roper in his day. Watch Bodie. Tie-down ropers say smooth is fast. Flank, string, tie, smooth is fast. Time is 7.28 for Bodie Lambert as he knows that calf is tied, not getting up. He walks away with the title of the WCRA Youth Division in the tie-down roping. WCRA Youth Team Roping. Let's talk about Jacob Stansbury, Santa Fe, Texas on the head side. Hayes Bruce, Stephenville, Texas on the heel side. Look at that great heel shot. They stopped the clock in a time of 4.7 seconds. More than 200 contestants from Texas entered the Cinch World Championship Junior Rodeo presented by Montana Silversmiths. Stansbury on the head side. Hayes Bruce on the heel side. His dad, Zane Bruce, been the helper for a lot of guys that have won a lot of money during the Cinch Timed Event Championships at the Lazy E Arena. WCRA Youth Division breakaway roping, Remy Wells, Central City, Nebraska. She's an 8th grader, enters 6 events at junior high school rodeos. Needed to be faster than a 2.61 on this run. Look at the clock. 2.47 for Remy Wells to win the title. Watch it one more time as you look at how calm this horse is. Remy backed up in the corner of the box and gets ready to ride and stops the clock on this horse called Flynn in a time of 2.47. That's Remy Wells. She wins the title of the Youth Division at the World Championship Junior Rodeo. Lastly, let's talk about the barrel race. This is Talon Kimball from a town with a lot of history in the barrel racing business, Clayton, New Mexico. Charmaine James' hometown. The first World Championship National Finals of the barrel race was held in Clayton, New Mexico. She's competing alongside her sister Josie. You see the 3 clean turns right there. How fast is she going to be on her final run? 17.121. That wins Talon Kimball the title of the WCRA Youth Division at the Cinch World Championship Junior Rodeo. Those are the champions of the first WCRA Division Youth Full Series at the Cinch World Championship Junior Rodeo at the Lazy E Arena in Guthrie, Oklahoma. They paid out over $90,000 in the WCRA Youth Division. We've got a lot more on Next Gen Rodeo and Rodeo Logistics. You can go to the WCRA's website, find out about all their big events coming up, including the big rodeo in North Carolina, the beginning of October. It's fun to have a chance to report on the next generation of rodeo superstars. I'm Steve Kenyon.